আজকে আমার সামনে বোমের পর বোম ফেলে পড়লো, আমার ঘর দৌড় পার্টি অফিস ভাঙচুর করে দিল। আমি অবেলা কয়েকটা পশুকে রাস্তা থেকে তুলে এনে চিকিৎসা করি। ঠিক আছে, আমার একটাই দোষ, আমি একজন বিজেপি কর্মী।
Organizer Voice of the Nation welcomes you the Voice of Bengal. With our successful reports covering the West Bengal elections, we present you the other side of the coin, which occurred on the verdict day. The verdict day proves to be a success story for TMC, sweeping 213 seats out of 294, followed by BJP with 77 seats. It's been just a few days since the Election Commission announced a complete ban on celebrations and large gatherings after the election verdict, considering the COVID-19 crisis in the country. Turning a complete eye towards the guidelines and COVID protocols, TMC goons have not shut down their activities even on the verdict day. Not only this, but the TMC goons are constantly involved in the violence against BJP and celebrating their victory rashly. The camera caught the visuals of the violent mob attacking the house of BJP worker in the Kasbah locality of South Kolkata. The TMC goons initially tried to kick the door of the house, but however they failed. They started kicking, punching and attacking the house with the bricks and sticks. Soon after, the sensation of BJP leader Suvendu Adhikari was declared victorious from the West Bengal's Nandigram with 1956 votes. Mamta Didi's disappointment after losing the constituency can be seen as Trinamool Congress goons went for a havoc. Suvendu Adhikari's convoy in Haldia came under a violent attack, creating an atmosphere for revenge by the TMC supporters. Suvendu Adhikari also shared the visuals of stone pelting at his cars with people chasing it as far as possible. Suvendu Adhikari tweeted, "Hateful attempt to create an atmosphere of revenge and violence in West Bengal. This evening in Haldia, goons of TMC targeted my car and attempted to attack my vehicles. If we leaders face such attacks, imagine the fate and plight of a common man in the West Bengal." Not only this, but TMC goons didn't fail to follow the BJP party offices. BJP's offices at Arambagh in Hooghly district was set on fire, where the party's candidate Madhusudan Bhag defeated the TMC Sujata Mondal by around 7100 votes. In Natabari, the car of BJP candidate Mihir Goswami was found damaged. The reason possibly is his victorious from Natabari in North Bengal, defeating Rabindranath Ghosh, minister and senior leader of TMC. Also, the violence breaks out in Belghat, where the BJP cadres were allegedly targeted by the TMC goons. Vehicles of Kashinath Bishwas, BJP candidate from Kolkata's Belghat, was put on fire, with BJP workers' house was attacked in Kasbah area. The entire incident was caught on CCTV cameras. Mamta Banerjee, the TMC Supremo, who came on the camera for the first time after the victory in West Bengal, standing on her legs, leaving behind the wheelchair, ironically claimed after all this that controlling corona is our first priority. She raised the slogan of Jai Bangla and said that she would not celebrate her victory, and also appealed the TMC supporters that no victory possessions should be taken out and asked the supporters to go home. On the contrary, she gave enough evidence to suggest that she was going to adopt a very confrontational approach with the union government. Additionally, no actions were taken and TMC very comfortably took itself out, saying that they are not responsible for the violence. Sorrows of defeat were all over her face after the defeat in Nandigram. Although no one had forced her to go there, she had left her traditional seat of Bhavanipur in Kolkata to contest from Nandigram. A considerable part of her speech was dedicated to describing the imaginary problems with the Election Commission. In her campaign speeches, she had promised to give free vaccine to the West Bengal people, but in her victory speech, she threatened the union government to provide free vaccine to the people of West Bengal. If not, she said she would be on the streets and protest against the union government. Mamta Banerjee has never been known to practice consensual politics. Even after the repeated warnings by Election Commission, TMC supporters continued to practice violence. BJP's booth agent house was set on fire in Bishnupur. Similarly, in Howrah, BJP banners and hoardings were put down, gathering crowds with no sign of COVID-19 protocols. The TMC's outbreak was out of control and kept targeting the BJP workers in West Bengal. A BJP worker named Avijit Sarkar narrated the horrifying tale of violence subjected by the TMC goons on Facebook. "I don't know how to come live. They hurled bombs right in front of my eyes and vandalized my house and the party office. My only mistake is that I am a BJP worker, a Vijit Sarkar recounted.
আমি লাইভে আসতে জানি না, আজকে আমার সামনে বোমের পর বোম ফেলে পড়লো, আমার ঘর দৌড় পার্টি অফিস ভাঙচুর করে দিল। আমি অবেলা কয়েকটা পশুকে রাস্তা থেকে তুলে এনে চিকিৎসা করি। ঠিক আছে, আমার একটাই দোষ, আমি একজন বিজেপি কর্মী। তা বলে যাই হোক না কেন, সে যে যেমন রাজনৈতিক সমর্থন করতে পারে, কিন্তু আমি তো একজন ডগ লাভার, একদম পশুপ্রেমিক। আমি কটা কুকুরকে, রাস্তার কুকুরকে তুলে এনে চিকিৎসা করি। সৌদ বাচ্চা দিয়েছে। এই কুকুরটা শিয়ালদা থেকে নিয়ে এসেছিলাম। দেখুন, আমাদের এই অঞ্চলের আরো কতগুলো কুকুর ছিল রে একা, এ কয়েকটা বাচ্চা দিয়েছিল। দেখুন, এর বাচ্চাদেরকে কি হিসাবে অসংখ্যভাবে মৃত্যু করে দিল, মেরে দিল। আপনারা কোন আর একের পর এক আমার অফিস, বাড়ি, এনজিও অফিস সব ভেঙে দিচ্ছে। অবেলা পশুদেরকে এনে চিকিৎসা করেছিলাম। এই দেখুন, এর বাচ্চা হয়েছিল 5টা ফুটফুটে। আমি কদিন আগেই ফেসবুকে ছেড়েছিলাম। কলকাতা বেলেঘাটা অঞ্চলে 30 নম্বর ওয়ার্ড স্বপন সমাদ্দার ও পরেশ পালের নেতৃত্বে নারকেলডাঙ্গা পুলিশের সামনে দাঁড়িয়ে বাড়ি ঘরদোর সব ভাঙচুর করে দিল। কতগুলো কুকুর, নিরীহ কুকুরকে এরা পিটিয়ে মেরে দিল। এরা কি মানুষ? আমি জানি না কি করে লাইভ করতে, আমি জানি না। এই ভিডিওটার মাধ্যমে আপনাদেরকে জানাচ্ছি এরকম অত্যাচার কেন করছে এরা। যে জিতুক, যে যেভাবে রাজনীতিকে সাপোর্ট করুক, আমার কোনো আপত্তি নেই। মুড়ি মুড়কির মতন বোম ফেলছে, মুড়ি মুড়কির মতন এরা কুকুরদের মারছে। আমার ঘরদোর সব, গাড়ি ঘরদোর সব ভাঙচুর করে দিল, এনজিও অফিস ভাঙচুর করে।
The suffering doesn't end here. After Vijit Sarkar narrated the incident on Facebook, the TMC goons decided to terminate his existence and the person was brutally beaten to death. The incident received mass sympathy on social media pleading for justice. The violence is not limited to this, as there are several tweets reporting such cases of violence, such as Ananya Bhattacharya, senior journalist, tweeted that 3 BJP supporters, including one at Sheetal Kulchi and one ISF man, have already been killed in the post-election violence. The culture of killing in West Bengal sadly will never see a parivartan. The TMC goons are not leaving the victorious fever as they are involved in attacking the ABVP Student Union office in West Bengal. Not limiting to the acts of politics, Dakshin Dinajpur also witnessed a house of BJP supporter being attacked and completely ravaged. Residents have left the place looking for a shelter to hide. This is putting out a bleak image of democracy in the state where being Hindu is not longer a safe notion. TMC supporters continued to vandalize the house in Bagnan in Havra district. The house was owned by a Hindu family who was not associated with BJP or any other political party. Just being Hindu prompted TMC to doubt their electoral favor, giving them enough reason to attack. Comparing the victory of TMC in West Bengal with the victory of BJP in Assam, we found no evidence of gathering. The ruling BJP in Assam won 73 assembly constituencies and appears set to retain power for the second consecutive term. The state served no gatherings and the victory was celebrated with no rules broken on the COVID-19 crisis. The post-verdict clashes erupted in many places across the West Bengal in last 24 hours, prompting Governor Jagdeep Dhankar to summon the State Director General of Police at Raj Bhavan on Monday. Misleading all the guidelines and appeals, as per the reports, TMC goons have killed about 6 BJP workers. When Didi was busy in Narkhela, her party workers continued to vandalize and attack almost in every district. Not only the violence but celebration by TMC were made, putting lives of people at risk. Enough images were circulated of TMC workers playing Holi with green color as the regular custom, following no social distancing and with no mask. Despite all regulations, TMC workers distributed chocolates, gathering crowds, putting everyone's life at risk and danger. These series of violence, then Mamta's coded appeal called by the people for action by the center, and then governor's intervention, all other arrangements seem to be null and void in the current scenario. Will it stop the political violence, or it is just a trailer of the picture that we are going to see in the next 5 years in the form of Didi crazy? The terrifying violence and the bleak respect for human lives under the pandemic have put every West Bengal citizens with a question and a doubt.